Hey guys, Scott Papa here with another Discraft Pro Golf Clinic. Today we're going to be talking about putting. Not putting in how do you putt or how do I fix my putt, but really how do you practice your putt? I hear a lot of times from people that say, hey, you know what, I'm really comfortable with my putt. The only thing that I'm not comfortable with is how to practice to gain more confidence and more consistency. I'm right with you. You know what? Practicing is kind of boring, and a lot of times it's hard to get a good routine going and everything. So I've spent a lot of years and through a lot of trial and error and a lot of thought, come up with a little game that I call All In. Why do we call it All In? Well, you'll see as we go, because All In is the only way that you get to proceed as you go along with the game. What are you going to need for it? Well, first thing you're going to need, of course, let's go ahead and start with the basket. And then you're going to need 3 mini markers or something that you can mark your area with and something that you can tell the top from the bottom. And then also some putters. 6 to 10 putters is a good thing. If you have the ability to have 6 to 10 putters of the same putter, that's even the best, because what you want to do here is we're trying to establish a consistency. We're trying to establish the fact that everything is the same all the time. It's really hard to do that if you're putting with different putters. So 6 to 10 of the same putters, awesome. Now on to the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our marker. All right, here we go. And that's a basket. That'll work. You're going to take your discs in your hand. You're going to take one of those markers, and we're going to go 3 steps out from the basket. 1, 2, 3. We drop our marker there. That's our first station. Now you're going to take those discs. Let's say that you've got 10 of them, and you're going to put those 10 discs at the basket. If you make all 10, good start. You're going to flip that marker over. Why? We'll get there in a minute. You're going to go up and you're going to retrieve those discs. You're going to walk out again now with your second marker at a different angle. 1, 2, 3. Why are we walking out at different angles and establishing different stations? Well, that way we're going to have different things that are going to affect our putt. Maybe this is into a headwind, this is a tailwind, one of them is going to be uphill, one of them is going to be downhill. Remember, all the greens just aren't flat and windless during your round. Get practice for everything. Okay? So, you're at your second station, you're going to putt again. 10 putts. Boom, 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 boom. You hit them all again. You, my friend, are legendary. Turn that marker over, go up, get your discs, take your net. Shoot, I need one more marker. Okay, here we go. One more marker. Take my last marker. Once again, 3 steps out. 1, 2, 3. I know. 3 steps out, 9 feet. Woo! Right? How many times do you miss a 9-foot putt? If you said at least once, which, let's face it, we've all missed them, then it's a good thing to start here, okay? Starting at 9 feet is not a bad thing. You just popped out of the car, you're at the park, you haven't even gotten warmed up. It's a good way to warm up. 9-foot putts, great. So now you put those 10 in again. Oh, wait, you missed 2. I told you. We don't always make them all. That's okay though, but this marker stays face up. Let's go back, grab those putters. Now we're back to station 1. Boom, here you are at station 1 again now. But this time, the marker's upside down. What does that mean? That means that this time you're going to putt those same 10 discs, but you're not putting it with your normal putting style. You're going to go to your secondary style. Maybe it's the straddle, maybe it's the turbo, whatever, but it's not going to be your original style. Why are we doing that? Once again, remember, all greens aren't created equally. You're going to run into different things. You're going to run into different problems. It's horrible to have to try to practice that straddle putt during a tournament round. Practice them now, and then when you have that in a tournament round, it's no problem. Great? Awesome. So, boom, you practice those 10 straddle putts. Hey, and you made them all again. You're a natural at this. Now you take that mini, you move it back 1 step. Now it's 4 steps away from the basket, and it's face up again. All right? Walk over to the next marker again. You're going to putt those 10 discs again. If you make them all, great. Move it 1 step back. Boom, face up, you're all good. You come back to your first mark, which is, unfortunately, once again, still face up. That means you didn't make them all the first time. So now you're going to putt them your normal first way. But this time, you got them all. So you get to turn that one over. Do you see where we're going with this? That's a lot of putts and a lot of things going on here. That's starting to establish a routine. That's starting to establish consistency. And you've done it in a nice small area. That's great. You're getting the practice in now. And you're starting to go out. Here's the part where the pressure starts coming in. As you're going further and further out, you're getting to the 5, 6 steps out. Now, when you've made that 4th putt, the 5th putt, the 6th putt, oh man, now you're like, I don't want to miss it because I want to be able to turn it over. I want to make that one. Hey, guess what we've just done? We have created the same kind of pressure, the same kind of situation as in a tournament round. Just like you don't want to miss that putt for that, big birdie, you don't want to miss that putt on your 9th or 10th disc because you've already made 8 in a row. So there's a little bit of the pressure. Now, you're thinking again though, is that really getting me a lot of practice? Is that really doing a whole lot for me? Oh yeah. If you're just starting out with your 3 marks at 3 steps out, 9, 10 feet, right? By the time that you get those things out to 21 feet, you have putted at least 180 times. 180 putts. How many times have you ever practiced that much? That is, once again, that's how you establish consistency. That's how you establish the fact that you are going to make those putts the same way every time. So remember, I know it seems like a lot of work. I know it seems like, a lot of repetition, but yeah, it is. But the cool thing is, it's a game, it's fun, and it's great to see how well you can do. So that's the basics of All In. Why do I like it so much? Because to me, it made it a game. I love competing, even if it's just with myself. I really like the competition of it, and it gives me, something to do, something that I can measure myself. Because for me, it's really important to see how quickly I can go around and get these markers out to 20 feet. Not quick in time, okay? This is not a race. We're not doing a time trial here. You want these putts to be just like you were doing it in a tournament. That means if you've got 10 putters, put them down when you're putting. Unless, of course, you putt with 9 putters in your offhand when you're playing a tournament. You don't do that, do you? Didn't think so. So put those down one at a time and don't just fast rifle them. That's not how you do it in a tournament. It's not going to help you practice that way either, because when you get to the event, you're going to go, I'm just used to going. No, take your time just like you're in a tournament. Why is it important for me to get within that 20 feet? Because I want everything in that 20-foot space to be consistent and perfect. I know that if I can hit every putt with inside 20 feet, that all of my upshots, I'm not shooting for the basket anymore. I'm shooting for a circle 40 feet wide. So many people say, whoa, you drive so great, you're always next to the basket. No, I'm not. I'm just inside my putting circle, which happens to be 40 feet across. It's awesome. I can throw really poorly and look like I'm doing really great because I'm consistently putting well inside of 20 feet. Not because I'm a great driver, but because I'm a good, consistent short putter. Practice that short putting game, and it's going to add up to nothing but lower scores. Go out there, have fun, play all in, and just get better.